In this video, I will talk about the use of antihypertensive drugs to slow down aging to slow down vascular aging and how we can use them. It is again quite important and subject, and I will go into details today. As always, I recommend to download this presentation from the link in the description as PDF file, and then you can go to the links to the references and make your own research. Let's go into details. Okay, so let's go. Antihypertensive drugs, while primarily designed to manage hypertension, have also been studied for their potential effects on slowing down aging and improving overall health. By managing hypertension, they reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases such as heart attack and strokes, which are leading causes of morbidity and mortality in older adults. Reduced blood pressure control helps maintain integrity and flexibility of blood vessels, slowing down cardiovascular aging and reducing the risk of associated conditions. These medications can be combined with antioxidative supplements, advanced enzymes, bacterial enzymes, and senolytics. Some studies suggest that antihypertensive drugs may positively influence lipid profile. This is very interesting. So it's again quite unexpected result that taking antihypertensive drugs can improve lipid profiles in blood, in particular to reduce content of free fatty acids. So they also reduce risk of atherosclerosis and related complications, protect kidney functions, potentially preserve cognitive function, and reduce the risk of dementia by improving cerebral blood flow. Okay, so there are quite many type of hypertensive drugs. I rely here on 9 types. You can go to different types, and here I will mostly talk about losartan and minoxidil. Not so much research, not so much information is available on other supplements. Okay, so minoxidil is well known for its off-label topical use to improve hair growth when applied to the scalp, and you can go to presentations and video, and I mentioned already the use of minoxidil. It was used to mice to stimulate elastin synthesis in mice, genetically modified mice, but also what is interesting, there was increase in diameter and decrease in the wall thickness in young and adult mice, genetically modified mice, which are compromised in elastin fiber production. So this minoxidil with drinking water was given some very interesting results. Solutions of minoxidil and propylene glycol, PPG, and the combination of ethanol, glycerol, lactic acid, and water are widely used for hair regrowth, as discussed in some presentation. I was paying attention to hair regrowth in many of my videos and presentations, so you can go also read and watch these videos. And recently, I discussed combining antibiotics like doxycycline and minoxidil with oral antihypertensive drugs like losartan and minoxidil. It is like I was discussing a cost-efficient option to improve blood vessel elasticity and slow aging. Yeah, it is again really easy, and losartan is available mostly without prescription. Minoxidil not, unfortunately, minoxidil drugs is not available, only for topical treatment. Minoxidil treatment preserves elastic lamellar integrity in young and adult mice. This was accompanied by formation of new synthesized elastic fibers in the arterial wall. This is again maybe very interesting because as we are aging, as this mystery that elastic fibers are produced only in childhood, and in adulthood we don't produce new elastic fibers despite these precursors for elastic fibers are available. They are produced, but no elastic fibers. So with supplements, we can restore, at least in part, restore production of elastin fibers. A decrease in glycation capacity of aortic elastin was also produced by minoxidil treatment. This also, so the high content of blood sugar also is changing the elasticity of aortic wall, so it is destroying elastin fibers, but also cross-linking collagen fibers. It is so, and minoxidil somehow interferes with this glycation. Of course, the best is just reduce level of sugar in the blood by following dietary restrictions, but again, also interesting phenomenon. So you can go to the references, read the publication. Treatment of genetically modified mice deficient in elastin production with minoxidil reduced blood pressure and reduced functional arterial stiffness. This is again fantastic result. So minoxidil is probably very interesting, very important drug. Despite lowering blood pressure, minoxidil improved end organ perfusion. Yeah, certainly. Again, if you have better blood flow, then perfusion is better, so your organs are not getting into chronic hypoxia. In particular, minoxidil enlarged the diameter of arteries and restored blood flow in carotid and cerebral arteries. These beneficial effects persisted for weeks after drug removal. That indicates vascular remodeling by minoxidil. Again, very interesting result. Such remodeling may benefit humans, those elastin insufficiency is due to advanced age or genetic conditions. Yeah, okay, so you can go and see this conclusion. In people came to this conclusion. I believe that minoxidil is very, very important for us to slow down aging. So what was done? If minoxidil was used in drinking water for 3 months only, but you can, of course, for mice, 3 months it is a lot. So it is both in male and females. There was protection of pre-existing elastic fibers and neosynthesis of new elastic fibers, but only in aged mice, not in adults, not in young mice. Okay, only in adult mice. Okay, certainly we adults we stop production of elastin fibers in adult when we are adults, and then again, this is very interesting results for humans. So chronic treatment with minoxidil, especially in females, is very important. Because after menopause in females, the stiffness of their blood vessels increasing quick, and stiffness of the skin and everything. So minoxidil probably a solution. So again, with minoxidil, the blood circulation in this carotid artery and cerebral artery and was much improved. So it is cognitive abilities potentially can be improved. So interesting, but not only such treatment with minoxidil, but also dill seed extract was used, also with interesting result, improvement of the elasticity, produced new elastin fibers. So I was talking about dill seed water extracts before, so it's again, this can be combined. And water extracts of dill seeds and maybe together with garlic, some other supplements, and the minoxidil also. In vitro treatment of smooth muscular cells with minoxidil resulted in a dose and time-dependent stimulation of elastin fibers. This is a cellular colony. It is not in vitro. Oh, pardon, in vivo. It is in vitro, it is laboratory result, but also yet it is interesting. Minoxidil, heparin, and retinolic acid enhanced elastin expression. Expression means production of elastin. Minoxidil stimulated elastin synthesis in skin fibroblasts. Yeah, okay, again, you see it's many results. It is related to rodents, but potentially it can have very interesting application also for humans. So using protein analysis and tissue studies, the researchers team demonstrated that oral treatment with minoxidil in drinking water for 3 months increased elastin content in blood vessels in female mice. This leads to generally decreased pulse pressure. Pulse pressure relates to aging. So I consider pulse pressure is can be used to estimate biological age, and if it is reduced by blood pressure reduced, it is indication that biological age of mice was decreased. So, and significant improvement in the arterial elasticity of the aorta. Yeah, again, elasticity of the aorta is indication of your biological age. Chronic minoxidil treatment could be an interesting anti-aging agent, potentially usable for female-targeted postmenstrual therapies. Okay, so again, this is elasticity of this aorta is very, very important, because this is very important for function of our heart and our vascular system, and somehow minoxidil improves elasticity of this aorta. So this I demonstrate what is pulse pressure. Pulse pressure, it is difference between systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. So it is the difference, the smaller the difference, the younger the biological age. And now I have in resting I have this pulse pressure about 37, 30, used to have 35, maybe 37. It depends on if I have some exercises. After exercises it is increasing the pulse pressure, because pulse pressure also necessary to supply blood flow to muscles, to restore the muscle fibers and to grow muscles. And so what is interesting that also it is the pulse rate is increasing, and pulse pressure is a little bit increasing after exercises. This is quite normal. But again, in resting after day of recovery, it is you can measure and you can estimate your pulse pressure, and you can estimate your resting heartbeat rate, and then it is clear indication of your biological age. Here you see I was given this reference to this publication. You can click on this picture, you can go to the publication, and pulse pressure, you see it is increasing almost exponentially with age in different groups of people. Some people who go for exercises, they feel better. So average for people who are in better health, it is growing, but growing maybe not so quick as for other people suffering from hypertension, etc. But again, it is it demonstrates a very clear relation between pulse pressure and age. You see, other measurements not so much. Maybe systolic pressure yet, but this increase in pulse pressure increasing much more, because diastolic pressure is dropping after about 60 years. It is dropping, unfortunately, because of elasticity of aorta is dropping. So the diastolic pressure is dropping too. Unfortunately, I see it in myself. I used to have pulse pressure 30 and below 30, and it was like 100 to 80 millimeter of mercury with resting heartbeat rate below 40 in my younger age when I was 18. Now I have not so good results. I have like 100 to 65, like 63. So it's about pulse pressure about 35, 37, and resting heartbeat rate about 52. Some when I'm in better shape below 50. But I try to get these measurements to my younger age. And okay, let's see how it works. But I think with all these antihypertensive drugs in combination with these antibiotics and regular exercises and other supplements, I can do it. Low dose oral minoxidil, only half to 2.5 milligram once daily, may decrease hair shedding in women. In clinical trial, oral intake of this minoxidil in very low doses, 0.25 milligram daily, combined with another this spironolactone, another substance for blood pressure, antihypertensive pressure. It is 25 milligram, was used for 12 months, and for females, for postmenopausal females, and then it was working. So the mean change of systolic blood pressure was 4.5 millimeters of mercury. Diastolic pressure unfortunately dropped more, 6.5 millimeters of mercury, so it is pulse pressure increased actually, but yet again we can say, yeah, okay, there are other factors to improve pulse pressure, but at least blood pressure is improving, and it is reducing the risk of some complications, or like because of high damage of capillaries with high blood pressure. Okay, what is also most participants noticed a reduction in hair shedding after 3 months, and increased hair density in 6 months. Yep. So in another trial, again, it was men already with a mean age of 50, were treated with oral minoxidil, again over a low dose, 0.25, for 6 months, and not many participants, only 6 participants compared to placebo. And after 24 weeks of treatment, and they saw increase in hair density, but blood pressure was not much improved. But okay, no adverse effects were reported. This dose is very low. And I was discussing the doxycycline and the use of this antihypertensive drugs. You can go to my presentation in video, but here I again repeat it. Doxycycline is antibiotic which has also anti-inflammatory, anti-collagenase properties. Doxycycline can modulate extracellular matrix remodeling through its ability to inhibit degradation of elastin fibers, suggesting that involvement of matrix metalloproteinases enzymes, yes, it is suppression of this production of matrix metalloproteinases by some immune cells, and also by other cells in senescent cells. So it has been used to improve elastic fiber integrity in the aorta or in mice with elastin deficiency, genetically modified mice. And I was again discussing this doxycycline, minoxidil, and losartan combination, and in my presentation video. And what is interesting, again, the combination of doxycycline and losartan together inhibits aortic elastic degradation and radically extend the lifespan of this elastin deficient mice compared to the untreated mice, as well as mice treated only by doxycycline or losartan separately. Okay, very interesting result. Of course, it is genetically modified mice. You cannot rely completely that your life longevity will increase many times with this combination, but at least it is interesting result. So you see how it is, where this green line shows the mortality for combination of doxycycline and losartan, and this red, no treatment at all. So you see it is, if we take survival 90% here and here, so you see it is like 5 weeks, and here like 30 weeks, 6 times longer longevity, 6 times longer life for treated mice, while separately doxycycline and losartan improved. You see at this level, if it is like losartan, only losartan, not much, but doxycycline a little bit more, but combination gave very good results, 6 times life span extension. Also, the structure of aorta improved, and so we see combination of doxycycline and valsartan elastin breaking in the aorta. A number of these breaks were much less than no treatment. You see, it's again, it's like 12, and here like about less than 2, 6 times number of breaks elastin fibers were in treated mice. So very interesting results. Both minoxidil and doxycycline have been shown to improve endothelium function. Minoxidil does this promoting vasodilation and improving blood flow, while doxycycline reduces inflammation and oxidative stress, further supporting endothelium health. Additionally, minoxidil stimulates elastin synthesis, while doxycycline inhibits the degradation of existing fibers by this metal metalloprotein proteinase enzyme, which is breaking the elastin fibers. The cost-efficient combination of minoxidil and doxycycline in subtherapeutic doses may offer synergistic benefits in improving the elasticity of thoracic aorta in elderly individuals and potentially extending their longevity. Again, this is potential, it's just some considerations that maybe it will give. So if we combine minoxidil and doxycycline, already this combination can be very beneficial. And while there is promising evidence from animal studies that known pharmaceutical effects of this, pharmacological effects of these pharmaceutical drugs, clinical trials is necessary to improve it. And yeah, but again, who will pay for this? Because these drugs are very old and easy. They are available, so it's again, it's just unfortunately nobody will invest money in this. Or the chance of this research is very low. Combination of minoxidil and retinol also improves scalp condition, enhances hair growth and cultures. And minoxidil with 5% solution applied topical to the scalp for hair loss reduction can be absorbed to the bloodstream and act systematically. Also, amount absorbed is generally quite small. Studies have shown that approximately 1 to 5% of applied dose of topical minoxidil can be absorbed systematically. And we can estimate that 1.5 milligram of 5% minoxidil solution applied topically is containing 75 milligram of minoxidil, and it can provide at least 0.75 milligram absorbed to the bloodstream, which is much more than 0.25 milligram oral dose typically used in clinical trials. So the rate of absorption can increase in the presence of abrasions due to microneedle treatment, for example. So again, so as we cannot buy minoxidil in powder or pellets or pills, we cannot, just not available. But minoxidil as solution is available. So combination of solution will give you improved hair growth, and also it may change your elasticity of your arteries, especially if minoxidil will be, such topical treatment will be combined with doxycycline. And even more, maybe we can consider combining of this with valsartan also. So let's see. Again, there was no clinical trials on it, but I just speculate that it may have some synergy. So exceeding the recommended dose 1-2 milligram of 5% minoxidil solution a day for topical application may cause side effects, so please be careful. So it may include scalp irritation, redness, itching, swelling of the mouth, chest pain, and headaches. Okay, so again, it depends, but be careful if you go to self-experimentation. Overdose or improper application can increase the risk of systemic absorption and associated side effects in sensitive individuals, such as changes in blood pressure, tachycardia, fluid retention and swelling, edema, and of your body and skin, and also headaches or dizziness. Okay, so you see, guys, but again, you have to be careful. But hair treatment with a solution of minoxidil. Get to blood. So it is easy way to use minoxidil. Some individuals may be more sensitive to the systemic effects of minoxidil, particularly those with underlying cardiovascular conditions or those taking other medications that affect blood pressure. For anyone who is over age of 65, it is necessary to track pulse pressure, and this is difference between systolic and diastolic blood pressure, and resting heartbeat rate, and be in contact with a medical professional. Okay, if you go to self-experimentation, be careful. Okay, if I say, okay, minoxidil for hair growth is quite established use of this medical drug, but you have to be careful, and especially if you combine it with some oral intake of losartan, for example, you have to monitor your blood pressure and heartbeat rate and resting heartbeat rate. This is important. What I see, I do it myself. What I see, resting heartbeat rate, if I after losartan, for example, is increasing. I don't see a big change in pulse pressure, but resting heartbeat rate is increasing. Probably blood pressure a little bit dropping, but plus pulse pressure not. Pulse pressure is related to elasticity of aorta, and if you do it just not very long exposure, so if you do it once and after application, before and after application of this oral supplementation of losartan, no change. But again, you can combine minoxidil and losartan, but probably not together. I mean, probably at least change in time. Then minoxidil works about 6 hours. So if you do minoxidil treatment during the day, and losartan maybe take before bedtime. So this is what I do. I take losartan before bedtime, and together with doxycycline, and I see that heartbeat rate is increasing, and probably it is good because it helps to grow muscles. It helps to increase blood flow to muscles, and probably it is good. So again, but I need time, at least 3 months, maybe 6 months, to see what will be the result. But again, very interesting, very affordable combination. Okay, losartan prevented upregulation of blood pressure, upregulation of these enzymes, metal matrix proteins, and MMP enzymes associated with vascular remodeling in hypertension. Then again, if you have hypertension, you have, because of this enzyme, your elastin fibers are destroyed, and collagen fibers also can be destroyed, but again, it's mostly what is important, content of elastin fibers. Losartan has been shown to have protective effect on elastin fibers, potentially preserving or improving aortic elasticity. It has been shown that losartan improves aortic elasticity in elastin deficient mice. Okay, another publication, interesting. Losartan can reduce inflammation and fibrosis in vascular system. Yeah. Okay, spironolactone, another anti-inflammatory drug. I didn't use it again, but it is available in Thailand, for example, as well. But I just didn't use it, not to make my self-experimentation too complicated. So because so many factors, and doxycycline plus minoxidil plus losartan, yeah, I have to go slowly in changing the conditions. So, but what is again was demonstrated that losartan and spironolactone combination may improve may have synergistic benefits in improving the elasticity of aorta in elderly people. Treatment of elastin deficient mice with this combination decreased collagen content in the aorta. Okay, so you go to those publications, you can see more details, you can decide for yourself. If you go to self-experimentation, be careful. It has to be done slowly, under close contact with medical professional and monitoring of your health. Maybe every morning you check your blood pressure, you check your heartbeat rate, resting heartbeat rate, and you see what is happening with your health. This is important. Okay, so if you want to support my channel, the minimum what you can do, press like and bell button, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family. Again, I don't have any financial support from universities. So I applied many times for universities in China, Singapore, and American universities. No response. I don't know. Okay, but even no reply. I provided all documentation. All I proved that some, for example, bacterial enzymes are working to reduce blood pressure and to improve the pulse pressure. But yeah, and I don't know. Universities again. Radical lifespan extension is not some goal which people want to achieve in our society. Rich people don't want commoners live too long, okay? And also our pension system may collapse in developed countries. So mind that you are on own, and if you support my channel, at least with this like and bell buttons, and as I said, subscribing to my channel, at least this will help. But if you want to participate in the research, okay, you can contact me through my Telegram channel. We can discuss what can you do, and again I will share my results, and I will share more data with you, and and again your participation also will help to go further, because the idea is all the goal of my project. It is not only extend my longevity to 1,000 years, but also to save humans as species, as biological species, from extinction. We definitely come to extinction, because our civilization is collapsing, and we have depopulation. The only question is how quick it will go, depopulation. Will it go in maybe 50 years, 1-2 generations, or maybe it will take 300 years? I don't know, but it is definitely, we go through very difficult times for our civilization, and probably not so long ago we will see catastrophic consequences of this depopulation. And my idea is that we can improve health of the elderly people, of the older people, so that the older people will contribute to society. They can work till very old age, and maybe they rely not on very high pension payments, but some minimum to give some biological for minimum of financial support for biological survival, and the rest money they can earn themselves. So it will be much beneficial for younger generations, for working people, as if elderly people, if older people can also work, can also contribute to the society. Also, the expenses for healthcare will drop. It is very beneficial. So this is what I propose. But again, officially it is not supported. You mind that it is what I'm doing is not in the interest of these financial elites, and and we are coming to the bottleneck in our population, and how many people will survive, I don't know, but at least I will try to improve the chance of some people who support my channel, to improve the chance to survive and to live as long as nature allows, and nature allows us to live forever young. This is possible, guys. This is possible. So let's do it. If you want to do it, okay, let's participate. Of course it's not easy, but it is affordable. Okay, it depends on your discipline, it depends on your time, discipline, and what time you to invest in this project. and you can do your own research, and we can discuss, and probably in time make some conferences. But the other alternative to use genetic modification and to use very expensive treatment, very expensive supplements, like some people use, spend millions American dollars per year to extend the lifetime, to extend the maximum lifetime of own personal, and of course it is not affordable for commoners, and also I don't think it works. What I see that people, maybe they burn fat, but they don't look younger. They rely on measurements of biological age with so-called measurements which of biological age, which are very expensive. These measurements are not reliable at all. They don't measure pulse pressure. They measure content of methylation of the DNA, which is absolutely wrong way to use to estimate your biological age. So no wonder that some supplements which increase production of stem cells in your body, or maybe injection of stem cells or injection of plasma from younger donors, which has a lot of stem cells, of course, and it gives some impression that your biological age after this treatment reduced, maybe 25 years or 10 years reduced, but it is short while result, and in time it is again you return to your normal age. What if you want to reduce your biological age? It is go slowly, and it is related to elasticity of arteries and blood vessels. So if you manage this, what I do, I reduce my pulse pressure, but I struggle to reduce it even more to my age of 18, how it was in 18, and it is not easy. Again, it is hard work, but again, I don't spend much time on it. Oh, pardon, much money on it. It is affordable, but you need discipline. You need some motivation to survive. Okay, because life is not always easy. Okay, have a wonderful day. Ciao, ciao.